Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, we will start a little hard concept called inequalities. So, inequalities. Let me insert a drawing and write it in a bigger screen. Inequalities. So what is an inequality? Let me give you an example. In the previous video, we mentioned what a variable was, so you should be familiar with that in this video. So an example of an inequality will be x plus 12 is greater than 14. Now, an inequality occurs when you have a greater than sign, a less than sign, a less than equal to sign, a greater than equal to sign, or a less than equal to sign. So obviously greater than means something on one side is greater than whatever's on the other side. Less than means something on some side is less than something on the other side. Greater than equal to means something on one side is either greater than or it's equal to something on the other side. And less than equal to would mean something on one side is less than or equal to something on the other side. So let's take the simple example I showed at the top. Oops, sorry, not equals. 14. Now, how do you solve this? In my equations video, I mentioned how you would leave the variable on one side and move everything else to the other. Well, you would do the same thing in an inequality. So how do you do that? You would subtract 12, since subtraction is the inverse of addition. You would subtract 12 again, and you would get x is greater than 2. And that would be your final answer right there. That's how simple it is. So that was an easier example. So I'm going to do a little harder example for you to get the hang of it. One sec. So now let's do a different example. Let's do 3y plus 13 is less than 28. Now, how do you solve this? Again, the same way. You would subtract 13 from both sides, since you want to leave the y on one side and everything else on the other. And you would be left with 3y is less than 28 minus 13, which is 15. Now, in this case, what would you do? As I mentioned in the equations video, you would divide both sides by 3, since multiplication and division are inverses. And you would be left with y is less than 5. Now, let's take a different example. Let's try a different type of problem where the equation is 3y plus 13 is greater than or equal to 46. And you are given a y value. Y is equal to 12. You are given a y value. Now you have to see if this is truly a correct inequality or if it is false. Now, let's try to solve this problem. So you have 3y plus 13 is greater than or equal to 46. So now, how do you use y equals 12 in this problem? Well, you could substitute 12 into all the times when y is there. So I would write 3 times 12 plus 13 is greater than or equal to 46. So 36 plus 13 is greater than or equal to 46. 49 is greater than or equal to 46. So that is correct, since 49 is greater than 46. If you get a different example, for example, imagine a y is equal to 11. How would you solve it? Let's just do 3. I'm going to go a little quicker on this one just to show you. Is greater than or equal to 46. 33 plus 13 is greater than or equal to 46. So 46 is greater than or equal to 46. Well, in this case, this would also be correct, since it's not just greater, it's greater than or equal to. And in this case, it is equal to. And if you had, for example, as the final answer 33 is less than or equal to 46, this would be correct as well. On the other hand, if you had 46 is less than 46, this would be wrong, since 46 is not less than 46. Now, let me do a couple more examples for you to get the hang of it. So I'm going to do one example with 2y plus 3. Y plus 3 is greater than or equal to 24. And so 2y plus, so here you would use the distributive property. You would multiply 3 by both values in this term. So it would be 3y plus 3 times 3, 9, is greater than or equal to 24. 5y plus 9 is greater than or equal to 24. Subtract 9 from both sides, you get 5y is greater than or equal to 24 minus 9, which would be 15, which means y is greater than or equal to 3. And that would be your final answer. Now, one last problem. So let's do 13x minus 2y minus 2, sorry, not y, x minus 2 is less than or equal to 30. Now let's try to solve this problem. No, sorry, not 30, 80. Let's try to solve this. Well, 13x minus 2 parentheses x minus 2 would be the same as this, except, so here it's minus 2 parentheses x minus 2, so you would do minus 2 times x, and you would get minus 2x, and minus 2 times minus 2, as I mentioned in my previous video, would be positive 4, so you would get plus 4 is less than or equal to 80. So you would get 13x minus 2x is 11x, plus 4 is less than or equal to 80, sorry. 11x would be less than or equal to 80 minus 4, which would be 76. And you would get x is less than or equal to 76 divided by 11, since you cannot really simplify that farther. So 76 over 11 would be your final answer. And we are done. Thank you for listening to my video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot. If there is any certain topic you do not understand, please tell me in the comments and I will create a video on it. If you do not understand this topic, please tell me as well, and I will create another video on this topic. Please remember to subscribe and smash that like button so you'll know when more of my videos come out. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!